all, and welcome to this masterclass. Now, I want to be respectful of your time, so I will do my best to keep it short and sweet. But I just wanted to start out by saying how excited I am to be working with you today at debunking the 5 most insidious myths when it comes to women's personal style. Now, some of these myths I'm sure you've already heard because they've been circulated in the media, in social media, or maybe they've even been passed down to you from, let's say, a stronger female authority figure in your lives. And I know that running into these myths will become a problem for many women at some point during their lives. And especially when that point marks a change or a crossroad, when we feel like, we are changing, we are evolving, like there is a new inner us brewing, but we're not quite sure how to let her best express herself, also through our personal style, because that is a very powerful weapon in our arsenal, let's call it, of self-expression. That's when these myths tend to become more powerful. And I'm here today to help you debunk these myths and to help you next time when you are at the milestone, cross it with even more grace and confidence. Now, for those of you who may be tuning in for the first time and don't really know me, I'm Sylvia. I have been a personal style writer and visual content creator since 2017, when I started my personal style blog, My Style 5. Since 2020, I am also the author of You and Your Personal Style, my personal style course designed to help women hone their personal style skills with confidence. And I'm also currently a student of the Style Coaching Institute, as I wanted to be able to bring you the best-in-class one-on-one personal style coaching sessions with a more holistic view of your personal style and of how you can express yourselves through it, which has already helped me for this masterclass. Now that you know me a little bit better, let's dive straight into the masterclass. And the first myth that I would like to tackle with you today is that if you copy the catwalk, basically you are automatically stylish. And I know that this has been vehiculated a lot in the media, and the fashion industry is a big promoter of this, because it basically encourages you to just copy the trends that designers put out there, and then you will be automatically flawless from a fashion point of view. That may be true, but fashion is not style. So your personal style is much more than a collection of trends. Your personal style will be expressed, sure, maybe through some designer pieces, but also through maybe some fast fashion pieces, maybe some ethically designed pieces, maybe through some vintage pieces. It's all a collection that actually speaks to you personally, and that is the key of your personal style. It's that it fits you, who you are as a person, your preferences, your aesthetics, maybe your principles, and ideally it suits your lifestyle as well. Now, I'm not saying you should pay no attention to trends, but I am advocating for you looking at them, seeing if they tick those boxes that I just mentioned, and looking at how they can work for you individually in the context of your personal style. A second insidious myth that is not only harmful for our relationship with our personal style, but also with ourselves, is that the only way to be confident and content with our style is to also have a model body. And sure, there have been strides made in the past years in this direction, but I'm still hearing so many women frustrated with how their clothing fits their bodies, just because it doesn't look the same as on a catwalk model, for example, or as on an Instagram model, or even as on the model from the website that they purchased the item from. And I've been there too, I know how annoying that is, but here's what I learned from the whole experience. When it comes to our body, our style has to serve our body, not the other way around. So basically you can spend a lot of time being frustrated that a certain type of clothing that was not probably designed for your body type, but for that of a model, does not fit you the same way that it does her. Or you can spend some time to learn more about your body, to accept it and love it for what it is, and to learn how to dress it properly. And this is something that I discuss at large in the first lesson of You and Your Personal Style as well. And by the way, that lesson is free to watch on my blog if you wish to see it, simply because I feel that, it sets the base. The moment that we understand our body and our face shape better, we set the base for our personal style. And I feel like everybody should have free access to those tools. And this is a really big tip that I want to give you here, and I hope you try it out and let me know how it works for you too. Next time when you go out shopping, instead of trying to find clothing that, camouflages or hides certain areas that you perhaps don't like about yourself, how about trying to look for clothes that highlights your favorite body parts? Maybe it sounds like a very small distinction, maybe it sounds like it won't make much difference, but by training yourself to look at your favorite parts, at your favorite attributes, You also gain a much more positive image of your body. Try it out and let me know if it works for you too. Myth number 3, great style should be effortless. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard this one as well. And I think this myth comes from, let's say, an aspirational wish, but in the end, it's a very escapist wish. It's the kind of thinking that, for example, encourages us to watch shows like Emily in Paris. And it's the kind of idea that there are these beautiful women out there, fully poised and graceful, and you see them walking around on the street in their perfect style, and you think, oh, if only I could be one of these women. But here's the thing about this myth. Effortless only becomes effortless after a lot of work and practice and learning. And maybe there are some women out there who are born with just the perfect style gene. But for the vast majority of women, effortless only becomes so after effort has been put in. Because, learning what I was mentioning, which fits and cuts suit your body best. Learning which colorways make your skin glow. Learning to look at your body in a positive way. These all take effort. And by practicing them daily, that's when your personal style becomes effortless to you. Myth number 4. Once you found your style, that will be your style for the rest of your life. However, as I briefly mentioned in the beginning of the masterclass, changes are inevitable. And maybe even as you're watching me now, perhaps you've just finished your studies, or maybe you're switching your careers, or maybe you're a new mom, or maybe you'll be turning a milestone age soon. I'll also be turning 30 in a week. But the point is, each of these stages of our lives come with their own set of social, psychological, financial aspects. And of course, that will change who you are inside as well. And when you feel that new inner you trying to come out, my advice is to give her the best tools she could use to express herself properly. And that includes your style. So for this purpose, I would say let go of anything that doesn't suit you in your new life stage. Keep the memories, of course, honor them, but get rid of the clothing. Because only by getting rid of something that doesn't serve you can you make room for something that's even better for you in your new life stage. And in very close connection to that previous myth, if you are at a crossroads and are feeling maybe confused or overwhelmed about how best to incorporate your new style into your new life, don't hesitate to ask for help. I've heard it so many times that working with a style professional, be they personal shoppers or personal stylists or a style coach, that it has to be difficult and expensive and that it's something only for the rich and famous. And I'm here to tell you that is not the case. I can tell you this from the perspective of the services that I offer, and also by coming into contact with other style coaches. And a style coach will never come into your life and throw out your whole wardrobe and make you invest money and mental energy into building a new one, unless that is something that you completely want to do and are ready for. We're not here to barge into your life. We're not here to impose our preferences over yours. We're actually here to help you find your voice, your preferences, your particular way of expressing yourself. We want you to have your best image of yourself and to live your best life daily. And we'll only help you at your invitation, of course. As for the financial aspect, I can tell you that every professional has a different set of packages for different people with different financial possibilities. So don't ever let yourself believe that you can't hire a style professional or that you shouldn't work with one or that you don't deserve to have one. You absolutely do, and it's one of the best things you can do for your self-image and for your personal style. At this point, I would like to thank you very much for your time and for making it to the end. I can only hope that listening to this masterclass was as exciting for you as it was for me to present it. And now I would like to ask you to place any questions that you might have or any comments in the comments box below. And because this is not a one-sided Q&A, I would also like to ask you something. I would like to know what was your biggest aha moment or the biggest takeaway that you are gaining from this masterclass. Please don't be shy and leave it in the comments as well. And finally, if you would like to get in contact with me, I will leave you here my website and my personal style course, which I fully recommend as that first step towards defining or redefining your personal style. And of course, you can also direct message me here on Instagram if you would like to set up any one-on-one style coaching sessions or if you have any other proposals or ideas that you would like me to discuss here with you. I would like to thank you very much again for participating, and I hope to see you here at the next masterclass. And until then, have a fabulous time. Bye!